Hello, everyone. It is April 27th, 2016, and this is John Travers reporting on the weather briefs from Weather Briefings for this day and the week ahead. There are several very interesting developments that are occurring in this early spring period, and we will go through those one by one. We have entered into a severe weather pattern across the Central Plains and yesterday experienced a very significant outbreak of severe thunderstorms. Fortunately, the number of tornadoes reported was very low. The potential was there for very strong, intense, long track tornadoes, but there were some inhibitors that actually kept those tornadoes from forming. Those same inhibitors are in place for today. What does that mean, though, for your business? Well, the two businesses that are most likely affected from the activity that we experienced yesterday would be the insurance adjusters and glass repair companies. We have a special weather brief for the insurance adjusters and another one for the glass repair companies. All of that is on page 2, and we have a very special rate that we will provide daily information to these two industries that can be very helpful in terms of pinpointing where you need to go, first of all, to serve the clients that you already have, and also, just as importantly, to go out and find new clients. Some of the hail that we experienced over portions of Oklahoma and Kansas, and even into north central Texas yesterday, exceeded 2.5 and in a couple of cases 3 inches. Some of the hailstones are seen in the picture that are listed there. Let's move on to another weather pattern that is developing. Soaking rain is expected over the Northeast and also portions of the northern Ohio Valley and Great Lakes from late this week into early next week. We could see as much as 2 to 4 inches of rain over portions of the Northeast as significant storms over the Central Plains make their way off to the Northeast. The jet stream is set perfectly for these storms to be these low pressure systems that develop over the central United States to move northeast and affect the northern Ohio Valley, Great Lakes, and anywhere north, say, of the southern Pennsylvania border across southern New Jersey and on north. So that would include New York City, Boston, Hartford, Connecticut, Cape Cod, as well as all of Long Island and on north to Maine, actually, as these storms develop, become quite strong, and they're not fast movers, and so they have the potential to bring quite a lot of heavy rain. This will not be widespread in the sense that most of the heavy precipitation will be in the form of thunderstorms. So if you are in retail, it's time to look at certain products that sell well during heavy rain. We have some ideas for you on our page 2. And also, if you're in the lawn care industry, time to prepare for some delays if you're in the midst of spraying uh, and or doing landscape. There may be a period of a few days from Saturday on into Tuesday where that's not going to be possible because of the extent of the heavy rain. And then finally, the severe threat will reappear several times this week into early next week. If you are a golf course, I strongly recommend that you sign up for our Storm Avenger and receive our weather briefs, our alerts and warnings that will come to you as regularly as possible. We will provide you an app that will send you local warnings from the National Weather Service, as well as weather alerts and weather watches that are issued from the National Weather Service, and our own severe weather alerts that will come out from time to time when there is a forecaster on duty who believes that in your local area, a set of thunderstorms, a line of storms, or a cluster of storms might become severe or will likely become severe, and perhaps there's not a watch issued. On the other side of the coin, if there is a watch or a warning in effect for your area, weather briefings will do a analysis that will identify whether or not that large watch, which usually covers several hundred square miles, will affect your area and what time the thunderstorms might move into your area. Instead of looking at shutting down for 6, 7, 8 hours because a tornado watch is in effect, we can pinpoint that time period when we expect thunderstorms to move over. We may even say that there won't be any thunderstorms, and while the watch includes your county or your area specifically, the severe weather is not expected. The other thing that we will do is during a warning, a tornado warning or a severe thunderstorm warning, sometimes a large area, several square miles, or an entire county is included in a severe thunderstorm or tornado warning. We will, if we see these storms moving to the west and north of you, or to the south and east of you and likely not to affect you, we will advise you of that as well so that you can continue, that your customers can continue to play through the warning. Again, we will delete those areas where we expect no severe weather if a warning's issued. Again, if we expect severe weather, the warnings issued, we would advise you to follow the directions that will come with the warning unless we state otherwise. It's a great product, very different than anything you'll see on the market, and something that will provide a level of comfort both to you and to your customers. And so we look forward to receiving many golf courses this spring and summer and providing a terrific service. It also comes along, by the way, with a forecast that extends out 14 days. And you can post that. The presentation that we have is something that you can either post digitally or print out and post around the golf course and clubhouse. The big news is that the severe weather threat will move east today, and a squall line, which is sort of falling apart now, will repair itself, likely to redevelop from the upper Midwest south into the Ohio Valley and then on south further into portions of the central and southern Midwest, right down into the Gulf of Mexico. There are pinpoint alerts and warnings available to you on our page 2. Weather Briefings provides that through our Storm Avenger, and we look forward to having you join up and receive the warnings. We have several packages, but basically it boils down to two. If you are a business, we have a weather brief that's designed specifically for you and in your area. If you are a individual who is just interested in looking at the details, we have multiple sources, weather maps, satellite pictures, radar imagery. It's a fantastic publication, and you want to see that daily. We have a national weather brief, which is published every morning at 6 a.m. We look forward to serving you and having you come on as clients. Thank you very much, and we'll talk tomorrow. I'm meteorologist John Travers.